Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We have very special guest for our episode 6. This is our first female guest in the channel, and then she's gonna be here killing it today. Okay, we want to find out a lot of things about her, and yeah, we're going to introduce our special guest. She called Jayla, right?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Jayla. Jayla, so tell us a little bit more about you, your background, and then how the passion into fashion started. How has it begun?
Okay, so I'm Jayla. I'm 23 years old. I moved to Manchester about 6 years ago when I was 16. About fashion. I had a really big love for fashion when I was a kid. So when I came here and I finally had the opportunity to express myself, I just decided I was going to create my own brand, Fashion Friends, to just explore fashion and meet up with others and explore it as well.
Okay, that's great. That's good because fashion is something like you need to born with. There's not everybody that will be able to do it. You know what I mean? Because apart from just going through the trends, you need to have a lot of personality and then style in you.
100%.
You know what I mean? For you to be able to pursue that. So in terms of fashion, what would you fashion say to you to your personality? What does it make you feel like as a person?
For me, it's so expressive. I'm a very shy person, I can't lie. But once I put that outfit on, you can't tell me nothing. I'm just everything I'm supposed to be. It just makes me feel so happy, very excited, just in the moment all the time.
That's great. That's great. Because I think you already know I create a couple of stuff here and there, but fashion, being evolving for every single time. Every year there's some different trends are coming up. How do you deal with you be able to have your own personality and your own style and then mix it with the new trends as well? How that works? How do you mix that?
For me, I hate trends. I can't lie. I hate them so bad. I will not follow the trend. If I see something and it's trending, I'll probably wait 6 months after and then I'll try it.
You need to make sure people not wearing no more, or if you stick and then then you end up catching up in there again.
100%. Because I feel like people wear it for the time that it's trending, but then they won't wear it after. For instance, Tim's. Everybody's wearing Tim's. But once the trend dies, you're gonna see who the real people are that love fashion.
I'm one of them. I'm the real Tim's. I'm the real Tim's.
Are you sure?
I got my pair of Timberlands. Because I have 2 YouTube channels. One of my first YouTube channels, I have my pair of Timberlands since 2019. I've been wearing them. So Tim's only stopped popping after COVID again.
For sure.
But I was wearing mine already. I already got 2 pairs.
Okay.
There's a bunch of content on my my first YouTube channel, me wearing Timberland.
Okay, you valid.
So I'm not one of those just starting into Tim's now. I've been wearing Timberland. It's my favorite pair of shoes.
Same.
Tim is my favorite. I'm not from New York, but I'm sure if I get to New York, I would definitely fit in.
They're gonna accept you.
Yeah, I would definitely be fitting in because I would definitely know how to put them together. So would you prefer wearing Tim's over your jeans over your Tim's, or chuck it into your Tim's? What do you think it fits better? Let me see if you actually real Tim's.
My jeans over my Tim's.
It has to be over, 100%.
Would you tuck it in?
Nah.
Okay. It depends.
To my defense, back in the days when the skinny jeans was, a little bit, I wasn't obviously I was never into it like that. But sometimes I want to fit in a little bit. So my jeans wasn't super skinny. It was more straight, slim fit. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be able to put it over the Timbs because the buttons was it was a little bit small, so to be able to go over it. But overall, I was definitely say I try my best. I try my best not to put it stick it inside my boots 100%.
Nah, 100%.
But when it comes to you creating an outfit, how would you start with outfit?
For me, it always depends on what piece I want to put on. So for today, it was this hat, so I needed to figure out everything besides the hat. But sometimes I feel like you can do too much. So for me, I just want to dress down. If I'm gonna wear something more business wear, then the rest of the outfit needs to be hella chill, so it don't look like I'm trying to do the most. But I always just pick one thing.
Yeah, I understand. So when let's say you want to go out to a certain place, when you build an outfit, do you start thinking about the place you go in, the specific event, or you going for the mood, what you feel at the moment?
Definitely the mood. I don't care what place I'm going.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't want to come to the place and feel like, I'm overdressing in that place. Everybody's more chill.
No, I don't really care.
What about for the wedding?
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna wear to a wedding. I don't know.
You don't want to outshine, the person that's,
I will.
Would you do that?
Obviously, I'm not gonna wear a suit or something. I'm definitely wearing something more casual, and they just gonna have to.
You got to make sure the color is not too bright, because when you get there with a brighter color, then the person that's there, you're gonna. If she's your friend, she would definitely get mad at you.
You think so?
Male, I don't think male would mind, but female would definitely mind.
Okay, wait. You know that thing about like when it's people's birthdays, if you outdress the birthday person?
Yeah.
I'm gonna outdress. I can't lie.
You would.
You're just gonna have to be mad.
You gotta just make sure you put it on. If you don't put it on, I'm gonna put it on.
100%.
Now, but for when it is different though.
No.
Imagine you get married yourself, and then your friend pops up with an orange dress.
I might
when you
cry.
wear it just white. Do you know what I mean? And then everybody will be looking at her instead of being you the center of attention.
Okay, that's right. If it's like a color that they say wear, say wear all black. Then,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna wear all black, but that black gonna be fine.
Yeah, black. As long as it's darker color, I would
No,
say you
100%.
that definitely would go. But we've been creating content for social media already, like for some time, posting pictures and videos. So how did that come about? How did you decide like you're gonna start posting on social media? Because it's 100%. I know I approve of it. It's hard for you to actually make that decision to stop, putting yourself more out there on the social media. How did that start?
For me, it only started when I came here. Back home, I didn't really post like that. But once I came here, obviously nobody knew who I was. So I'm just gonna put myself out there. I started to go to like networking events, just out with friends and see who I could meet. And from there, I just built an audience like that. And people's like, oh, I really like your style.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go in the streets of Manchester with my tripod and make my own content, dress however I want.
Yeah.
It just worked out for me to just keep posting.
What about the challenges? Social media is there's a lot of hate on social media, but at the same time, there's a lot of comparison on social media. How do you deal with that comparison when you feel like, you've been creating content for some times, and then, we're not getting that engagement as somebody like just sometimes it's a luck. I would say luck. Sometimes it could be a connection. How do you deal with like the growth on the social media and hate, all these things that social media bring together?
I feel like I've definitely overthought in my head about me not growing as fast as, like, say somebody came to one of my events, they started on 1,000 and now they're at 100K. Whole time it's my event that you came to where you started your content journey, and I'm still on 4,000. But I don't even worry about the numbers anymore. I don't even look at it. For me, it's just like people know who I am, and that's enough for me. I can go into a certain place, any place, and somebody will recognize me and be like, oh, that's Miss J. You got me, and that's enough for me. The numbers don't even really matter, to be honest.
That's great. That's a great answer for this question, though.
You think so?
So would you say like fashion is more like storytelling or
Expression?
Self-expression, yeah.
I feel like it's a bit of both. I can't lie. Like, it's definitely a story for me. Coming here all alone, it's like I built this out of nothing. My business is from nothing, all with me. The money, all of that. You know how it is to run a business. Starting by yourself, finding the funds for it. So I feel like it's definitely a story for me. You're gonna know my story, and that's my story.
But this is the reason why we have this show. We want people to know like about creators, people like making great, taking risks, because you could have just be working your normal 9-to-5 job, no having like the bigger goal for you to want to achieve something. This is the reason why we have this show, so people to get to know you as well. Do you know what I mean? As a creator, as a fashion designer, or whatever you want to, whatever goal it is, you have for your future. Like, this is the reason why we have a show like this, to actually get people out there to get, we get to know. You get to build more connection with people. People get to know, the challenges and things you face, and definitely that's definitely a great thing. You need to keep
100%.
up doing your business. So how's the business going so far?
It's going amazing. One thing I wish I did have is a business partner, because I feel like as one person I can only think about so many ideas, because for each of my events I like it to be a theme, because obviously I can tell everybody, oh, come and put your best dress on, but like, how is that interesting if you're not testing your limits? Everybody's so comfortable wearing streetwear, or maybe business formal is your type of go-to outfit. But I need to test your limits. You need to test your limits. Can you step outside the box? That's very important for me, because I feel like that's what I do all the time. Step outside the box, try something new. So that's really important to me.
That's definitely. So how is it to have working with somebody?
When I did have a business partner, I worked with somebody, it wasn't, I don't know, I feel like in a business, somebody needs to want it as much as me. But obviously, because it's not their business, they're not going to want it that much. But I feel like there will be somebody out there who wants to support me and help me and want it as much as I do. If they really love fashion, if they really want to see people grow, like that has to be their motivation.
So the fashion show you were I was a call again.
I was the stylist.
Oh, so you were stylist for that, for that. Okay, I thought that was your brand.
No.
So I was that show, because that was the first time I seen you in person.
Yeah.
Like I see the show. The show was great. So how is it like, working as a stylist in that event in particular?
So in that event in particular, like so basically I love styling. Like that's my dream goal. If I can have that as a job, that is what I want to do. But I haven't been able to tap into it a lot. So for the opportunity to be there, it was amazing working with over I think it was 30 models and having to communicate with each and every one of them. About what they need and me able to provide those things for them as well. Like it was just so amazing, and to see it all come together, 10 out of 10. Like that show was so great. I had so much fun.
It was definitely good. For the next one, I would definitely want to be part of the good, and I would definitely congratulate you guys for what you guys put together. The show was definitely great.
It really was.
It was definitely great. Trends in fashion is something that comes and go all the time. So how would you say trends to people that you see in the street all the time? What's the criticisms you have for trends?
You know what? Because I personally don't like it. If somebody is going to follow a trend, I feel like it's okay. But at the end of the day, like, how can you make it your own? How can you make it personal to you? Take what people are doing, but make it, all about you at the same time.
Make it more original, because
exactly.
That's where the style comes to it. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because fashion is not just like you getting up and then see whatever that people's wearing and put it together. Sometimes it might not even look a good look. Because I see how many people do you see out there wearing designer from head to toe, but they still don't look good.
Exactly. You can spend all that money and you still don't look good.
Exactly. Like that's why you need to have that personal. It needs to come from within.
100%.
Like style needs to come from within. Just like coming out, with the designer on the shoes, pants, top, everything, and then it come in the street, it looks like very scruffy on it. You know what I mean? Like having pieces, you need to know how to put them together. But what would you say is your three top favorite fashion pieces?
My top 3. I don't know. I don't have a top 3. For me, it would just be these boots for sure. Like I will wear them all.
This is your favorite now?
Yeah, they're fire. Like I'll wear them.
I
every
love them.
outfit.
Yeah, they're good.
These, my Timbs, and maybe like a nice puffer jacket.
A nice puffer.
Yeah.
Like leather one or just regular?
No, just a regular.
Just regular puffer.
But like really big.
But would it be short or long
bit.
ones?
No, short.
Short one,
yeah,
short on the waist, but like
yeah.
I see. That's proper New York style as well, isn't it? That's what people be wearing in New York. If you see females in New York, that's what they nice Timberlands and puffer, massive puffer, but short on the waist as well.
I love winter fashion, like
definitely
so
winter
good.
over summer then.
For sure.
But summer is also good though.
No, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear this
year. I do prefer winter 100%. That's when I can show my style better. But sometimes there's some nice and classic stuff you can put together, simple fit. If you know how to put it on, you know how to put it on regardless if it's summer or winter. But obviously there's always some I would say preference when it comes to style, winter, summer, or different seasons. But winter is definitely my favorite. Definitely my favorite. Is your favorite fashion designer or brand?
My favorite brand. That's a good question. I have no idea.
You don't have a favorite brand?
No. I mean, I don't like...
If you have to pick a designer brand, what would you say is a favorite one?
I have no idea. I don't know.
What about designer?
I don't look into designer.
No.
I don't like designer at all.
So you just be you just trying to be more original as possible, instead being looking up to certain brand or people, you just I'm gonna be myself and then see what's around me and then go from there. You don't inspire into anybody.
The only person that I'm really inspired by is Tiana Taylor, because I feel like she can do a bit of both, very feminine but at the same time very masculine outfit. And I feel like that's a very great representation of me, and she's just everything that I can inspire to be.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay. She's a good singer too.
Nah, she does everything. She's
she's
actor,
a great
everything.
she's a great singer. She's a great singer. Okay, that's a good role model, 100%. I cannot take that from you. That Tiana Taylor is a good role model, 100%. So what makes you feel powerful?
What makes me feel powerful?
Yeah, when you're wearing something like what you put on is like today I'm feeling myself. Apart from these boots.
A good song. When you're getting ready, and you put on the best song ever, and you're just like. But once I step outside, you put your AirPods in, and you put that song up. I have to walk around with them on, because I'm walking to the beat of the song.
Listen to music all the time. So you like apart from just being into fashion, you love music.
Yeah.
I think music and fashion is like slightly
100%. You know what I mean? It goes together.
Yeah. It kind of like if you see like most of people that fashions trendsetters, well, a lot of them is artists.
When you think about where it started from, especially like the baggy street, where definitely old school hip hop rappers.
Yeah, definitely.
So inspirational.
That's your style as well, isn't it?
100%.
Like you got a lot of So what's your future when it comes to projects and things you're working on? What would you say is your next goal to achieve? The things you already have going on and those you want to achieve. Like, you want to tell us more about because obviously people want to know what's Jayla's doing. Do you know what I mean? There's probably people that are going to be watching this. They're going to be waiting for what you're going to be dropping, what you're going to do for future projects. What are you planning for your future projects?
Yeah, so for the next couple of months, I still want to continue the Fashion Friends link up in the studios where creators are able to network with other people. But my end goal, my really big end goal this year is to touch on mental health in fashion, because a lot of people don't accept, their parents don't accept. My mom never understood, oh, why you wearing big clothes? She just didn't get it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people go through the same thing. They're hiding. I've had friends who hide it. Their parents don't know. They're going to school because they're hiding fashion. Yeah. You're hiding your passion. And if that's something you're passionate about, you should be able to talk to your parents. But a lot of people are not. And that's something I'd like to touch on, as well as it's your way of expression. So that touches in mental health. So that's something I like to have, maybe a seminar where people can sit, share their stories. I share my story. Make it an environment where you're comfortable. And also, this summer, I'd like to. So last summer I went to Amsterdam to do my event. I'd like to go to maybe a few cities in Europe and travel around and have my event there as well.
Always touching the mental health and make sure you get people to overcome the fear they have in putting their outfit together.
100%.
That's important. That's very important. That's how would it is amazing. It's amazing that you have that thought of you wanted to help people apart from you just expressing yourself. You also want to bring people together, everybody that's having issue with their confidence and mental health and putting their outfit, because fashion is all of that too. Do you know what I mean? If you're not confident, you're definitely going to be underestimating certain type of outfit. People want to follow trend all the time, because in my perspective, a lot of time is because they don't have a confidence to wear certain things. When they say people wearing it, they was oh, I would never wear it. Why? Because probably you don't have that personality to wear it, or because you're afraid what people are going to say when 100%. You wear certain things. So that's good. You wanted to go for that role, 100%.
Yeah, that's very 100%.
important. That's guys, listen to this. She's great. She, apart from just working on her own project, she definitely want to help people as well. This is somebody you definitely need to be supporting. When she has anything out, make sure you go and tap in and then check whatever she's doing, man. 100%. I'm telling you guys, if you don't do it, you're gonna miss a great opportunity to see somebody doing something great in life. Do you know what I mean? That's something that guys definitely need to be supporting.
100%.
When it comes to collaborations, who's your dream brand or person that you would like to collaborate with? Apart from Tiana Taylor too.
For now, starting on a small scale, it would definitely be Boohoo Man. I feel like that would be a really
that's my prayer time.
Aw, do you need to pray?
No. We can just keep going.
Boohoo Man, because of the streetwear style that they have, it's a big step in a small way, but it's something that would be amazing if I could reach them. Also, Adidas, that's a really big step. I love Adidas down, vintage old Adidas. If we could bring it all back, I'm here for it. But that's my big.
That's the goal, the brand you definitely want to tap into.
100%.
Adidas, listen to her. She's gonna do great things. Maybe in a couple of years, you guys be seeing what she's doing, and then you can definitely tap in with her and then get get to work with her because she's an amazing person. As you can tell, apart from just, you know, wanted to do whatever she wants to do, she also, this is something that touched me already. You wanted to work in mental health, help people to like overcome the fear they have, or like, you know, the insecurity they have for their fashion. That's something like, you know, just for this episode, that's enough for me to feel like, you know, like content, feel happy for you, you know, what you're doing, 100%. But like definitely Adidas as well. So what was Nike? What about Nike?
I love like Nike. Oh wait, let me not say that. I say Nike, not Nike. But
okay, Nike. Let's call it Nike.
I love Nike.
So, but you say Adidas as well, or you say Adidas?
Adidas.
What about no Adidas?
Wait, no, Adidas.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Nike shoes, but not Nike clothing. But Adidas clothing, yeah.
Yeah. Because you know, there's a collaboration with Adidas with Gucci. I don't know if you've seen that collaboration. That was one of my, in terms of like, you know, like clothing and stuff. That was a top collaboration. Nice. I don't think Adidas did any better collaboration than that with the one they did with Gucci, 100%. With Yeezys as well. What's your take on Kanye with the Yeezys? Adidas, what was?
I'm still wear Yeezys. I can't lie.
100%.
He just talked. That's it.
I love Kanye.
No, me too. I listen to his music all the time.
I don't know if you watched my last episode. I was saying I'd say my last episode that me and Kanye we were born in the same day.
You think so?
We were born in the same day. We have the same birthday.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Me and Kanye we have the same birthday. I don't know what time he was born, but I was born on the 8th of June.
Mad, like, passionate, and he just don't care.
Yeah, he expresses himself the way he feels. You know what I mean?
As
like people shouldn't judge him for that. You know what I mean? But this is like, you know, his opinions. You know, opinions are opinions. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, people feel mad, they just don't say it. Yeah. But when he feels it, that's what he just say it the way it is. But yeah, 100%, man. And Kanye and Adidas, maybe you guys should get back together. We are our friends that have some easy to resell. They can, you know, get good profit on them. So make sure, you know, you guys get together, you know, get the money back up for my friends to get rid of their stocks, okay? Because they, you know, they don't want to lose their money. No, they still have the stock in there, you know, to resell their Yeezys because the price all went down. They can't make profit on their shoes. They got a bunch of pairs in there. 100%. Like, it was, you know, definitely like a brand I want to see like collaborating with Kanye again, or go back to Nike. No. You know, we want to see Kanye, you know, in the street again, in streetwear and everything he's doing, man. Come on.
If I could leave my legacy behind, what it would be, people will remember me as very kind, very loving, very stylish, 100% stylish, always for the people, always helping, always putting people on. Yeah, I think that would be my legacy. For those who are trying to get into the fashion industry, I'd say stop procrastinating, get in right now, put all the thoughts in your head to the side, go buy them clothes. It doesn't have to be the most expensive thing. Go to the thrift shop, go pick up whatever you want, go outside, buy you a tripod, and get started right now, because this is your opportunity. Do not watch the numbers, just do your thing, and people will pay attention to you. What fashion can bring to the world is 100% more community, especially in Manchester, where I feel like there's such a lack of community with fashion, as well as like less dependent on numbers. If you don't have 10K, I feel like that's crazy that you're unable to get brand deals or whatever you want. So I feel like we should forget the numbers and really pay attention to the people who put so much effort, so much time, so much love into their passion. That's what I feel like fashion needs to bring to the world.
Guys, subscribe to the channel, and we have a great guest in here. Make sure to subscribe, tap in, and click on the bell as well, and you know, get a notification for every single video that come out. You already know.